Deception Decode, and we're back with another episode. So today I wanted to do a truth decode on Charlie Kirk, who I guess passed today. He was doing a speaking event at a college in Utah Valley University. So apparently he was a conservative activist, so I didn't know too much about him, but I did want to still do a deep dive since this seems to be a pattern. So let's get into it. So apparently, last week on X, Charlie Kirk posted what's going on in Utah, which I thought was interesting because it happens to have, well, I should say it happens to be 90 in the reduction cipher and also 90 in the reverse reduction. And blank Wednesday, which is today, the day it happened, also happens to be 90 in the reduction cipher. So Charlie Kirk was 31. Apparently, he was a Republican and he was a conservative activist. So 31 is 53 in the reduction cipher. Debate happens to be 35 in the reverse reduction cipher. Utah Valley, the name of the school, is 37 in the reduction cipher, and Wednesday is 37 in the reduction cipher. So apparently today was the first stop of his tour. It was called the American Comeback Tour. So American Comeback Tour happens to be 83 in the reduction cipher. Political blank, I don't know if I can say that, is also 83 in the reduction cipher. Orem, Utah, the place it happened, is 38 in the reduction cipher. And that last word on the fourth line is also 38 in the reverse reduction cipher. And it's 83 in the reverse cipher. Okay, so I have to be very careful with the words that I say. So Utah blank, as you can see, is 58 in the reduction cipher. Utah happens to be 58 in the reverse cipher. Speaking event is 58 in the reduction cipher. And the date September 10th also lines up with 58 in the reverse cipher. So I thought this was very interesting. It's a lot going on with this story. Even though it just happened, it's so much information when you look into the numbers. So let's keep going. So, okay, here we go. So apparently, one of his slogans was "Prove me wrong." Like I said, I didn't really follow him. I'm just going off of the articles, but "Prove me wrong" is 72 in the reduction cipher. President blank, I don't even want to say it, is 72 in the reduction cipher. Blank control law is 58 in the reduction cipher, which lines up with speaking event, which is also 58 in the same cipher. Utah University is 68 in the reduction cipher, and blank control law is 68 in the reverse reduction cipher. And Utah University is also 85 in the reverse reduction, which is the mirror of 58. So once again, it's a lot going on here. Okay, so apparently, I think it was the governor or well, it doesn't matter. According to the articles, Charlie Kirk was an influential ally of President Trump, which happens to be 187 in the reverse reduction cipher. He was a co-founder of Turning Point USA, which was 88, which is an important number for the president, and we'll get into that. Charlie Kirk blank happens to be 112 in the reverse reduction cipher. President Donald, is 112 also in the reverse reduction, and Turning Point USA founder also even happens to be 112 in the reduction cipher. So 88 is significant for many reasons. As you can see behind me, this number led to speculation and conspiracy theories because 88 is known numerical code in that, where H is the eighth number of the alphabet, making 88 stand for, as you can see. But also, if you recall, there was the list of the 88 retired generals and admirals that endorsed him, and he dropped that list back in 2016. So 88, is kind of lines up with the president. So now if we go back to the number 187 for an influential ally of President Trump, and it's that 187 there, and I thought that was interesting because California Code 187 defines the crime of that. And, that's basically what happened. So I thought that was it. So, I wanted to see how the president played into this. So we did take a look into the numbers and, just to see how he played into, let's take a look at his birthday and see how that works in all. So from the president's birthday back in June up until today, the day of the incident, is 88 days. See, so once again, it's this 88 that is constantly associated with the president. And I believe in 1987, 88 was the first, I think 88 is when he dropped his book, The Art of the Deal, that kind of helped blow him up also. So like I said, 88 is a big number for him. And look at this, Turning Point USA, that's the thing that Charlie Kirk co-founded. I think it's like a conservative activist group or something like that. And in reverse reduction, it's 88. So as you can see on the first line, we have blank blank, false flag at 98 in the reduction cipher. We have the American Comeback Tour also at 98 in the reduction cipher. We have Utah blank at, I believe that's 59 in the reverse reduction cipher. We have activist, because he was a conservative activist, that's 59 also. We have campus event, because that's what it was, that's 59 also, and the date is 59. And those are in the reduction and the reverse reduction ciphers. Okay, so if we look at fake news is 84. So apparently the person who caused the incident was on a rooftop. That's 84 in the reverse cipher. Like I said, speaking event, that's 68 in the reverse reduction cipher. Political blank is 86. And as we know, blood sacrifice is also 86. And that's in the reduction and the reverse reduction cipher. So as always, I like to look at the politicians. So the governor is Spencer Cox, and he's the governor of Utah. His birthday is on July 11th. I believe that will make him a Cancer. So from today up until his birthday next year is 303 days. So false flag is 33, 303, you don't count the zero, so it's 33. And also escalating threat of political blank in the United States also happens to be 303, right on the money in the reverse reduction cipher. And false flag is 33 in the reduction cipher. So like I said, this was a lot of information, but this is my last slide. So we have Spencer, the name of the governor. He's 35 in the reduction cipher and 37 in the reverse reduction. 37 is also Wednesday in Utah Valley. They also have 37 in the reduction cipher. Spencer Cox and the date September 10th line up at 50 in the reduction cipher. The date also lines up at 122 in the ordinal cipher, and it lines up perfectly with Spencer Cox, also in the ordinal cipher at 122. So we have the president coming up in this. We have the governor perfectly lining up with this. To me, this is giving a call for our Second Amendment, for our Second Amendment rights once again. So I don't know, but as long as they keep doing these, I'm just gonna keep decoding them, because it's more to the story. I'm not saying that they happened, I'm not saying that they didn't, but all these numbers should not be lining up like this. For this just to happen, for me to be able to do this easily doesn't make any sense. So until next time.